Hello to my fans and patrons of the woodzone.com. It's JP, the chief designer at the Woodzone. Wanted to give you a quick preview of the latest batch that we've produced for the iPhone 10, the 10th anniversary Apple computer iPhone. Allow me, please, to present to you the different woods that we've chosen, that we've handpicked for this particular batch that we're calling the presidential case, or the presidential edition for the iPhone 10, just exclusively for the iPhone 10. First up, we have the Bloodwood Light, what I'm calling the Bloodwood Light, because Bloodwood does come in different colors. These cases are sanded to a fine, smooth finish and lacquered, and then final sanded to a wonderful luster. When you feel this in your hands, the first thing you'll notice is how smooth, just incredibly smooth. It feels like plastic or a glass top. Very, very comfortable in your hand. Very ergonomic. It's just gorgeous. These cases actually only weigh about 4 ounces. They're very light, but they're very sturdy. These hardwoods have a Janka rating, density rating, about 2,000 to 2,900, which is very dense. In fact, a lot of these woods are used in musical instruments and very fine cutlery, so you'll be very pleased. Notice, of course, aesthetically, the grain pattern. Everyone's unique, but it certainly does have its common characteristics. For example, Bloodwood is a tight grain with mostly orange or reddish overtones. Just gorgeous. Now, the iPhone 10 Presidential Edition cases are lambskin lined, which is just gorgeous. And that is the Bloodwood Light. Let me move on to one of my favorites, which is the Bloodwood Dark. Much, of course, deeper red tones. The Bloodwood Dark has the chatoyance feature, which is commonly known as the cat's eye in the wood. If you take this out into a bright light, such as the sunlight, you'll notice you'll be looking at one set of pattern. You'll see highlights, and then if you twist the phone one way or the other, you'll happen to notice what was dark then becomes light. There's a depth to it. So it's got that cat's eye. Oh, it just happened. I just saw it. It's got the cat's eye feature, which is just gorgeous. It looks like it has depth to it. Let me move on to the Bacote. This is a brand new wood we've never worked with before. It's wonderful. It's got a very dramatic grain pattern, also from South America. Again, it's a hardwood. It's got a Janka rating, a density rating between 2,000 and 3,000. Just to give you an idea of the density rating, your standard pine 2x4, shelving that you get at the standard, Home Depot or whatever, only has a density rating of maybe 500. This is up to 2,000, and by comparison, if you look at like a black ebony or an ironwood, that goes all the way up to above 3,000. So we are right at the very top of the most dense, most beautiful woods in the globe. These woods are grown in tropical hostile regions, so the woods fight for their life, and their sap actually prevents or retards uh, mites or disease, so they really fight hard to survive. There's more on that I could provide later. There's actually interesting facts about these woods. But the Bacote is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. The Chechen is also South American. It's a wonderful wood, also a hardwood. Again, lambskin line for the iPhone 10. It has really unique grain pattern as well. It's a little more common, not as dramatic, but you can catch little hints right here, like for example of the orange. There's this little orange pattern, cathedral shape. Just lovely. The problem that we've done with picking these woods is it's actually difficult to select which one you like, because they're all gorgeous. And then the last of the series in this batch for the iPhone 10 is the Cocobolo. Again, this is actually an endangered wood. It's coming in limited supplies, so it's a little more pricey, but just look at that cathedral style grain pattern that we have on this one. This is has wonderful orange and slightly red overtones mixed with browns. Now, one thing we do at the Wood Zone is when we cut the wood parts out of a block, we marry the parts back to the same orientation that they were cut in. If you'll notice, the side rails and the top cap are married back in the same order. You look at the pattern on the top cap right here. It's got the little bit of the cathedral. That's part of this pattern from the original block. And the side rails, you can see, are matching the same pattern on both sides. So we're very careful about marrying the wood back together as it's cut from its original block. We hope you enjoy your Wood Zone custom-made executive wood cases, and of course they all open up and present as a stand-up hands-free case too, which is the only case that we know of that actually does that and folds back up again for a case on the go. So I hope you enjoyed this quick presentation. Please do visit us at thewoodzone.com for these and other exciting products, and please do get in touch with us. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks a lot for watching.